Reaperman here, and it's the Thursday after Hurricane Ida. I thought I'd give you a bit of a kind of a slice of life about how this has been going. So after the storm, for all those who've never been through a big old hurricane, this is actually the worst part, is just kind of the sitting around without any power after the storm. Because while the storm is going, it's actually kind of exciting and fun to watch, and it's kind of fun to go out and play in the rain and stuff like that. But after the storm, it gets absolutely miserable for weeks. So like I mentioned, the power was out, still is out. We've apparently the New Orleans area has lost all 8 of its transmission lines, although I'm kind of hearing that at least one of them may be back up now, because we have a friend who's claiming she has power, so we'll probably go and visit her, although she's in an area of a town with a lot of trees, so we don't know if we can get there. We're gonna try and go back and visit her today, maybe charge some stuff up. So water is also mostly back in this area of the parish, and I'm kind of by where Causeway hits River Road, just south of Metairie. So on the east bank, but just barely. Basically, I got the river levee across the street from the back side of my, or I guess the front side of my condo complex. So I'm right down on the levee. We're still under a water advisory, a boil water advisory, and of course none of us really have too much desire to boil any water or anything like that. We don't really have too much need or want to generate heat right now, so we're all just drinking bottled pretty much. The wife is off foraging. Right now she's looking for ice, and if she happens to see some gas, she's going to go for that. She doesn't want me around for this because I whine a lot in the car. I'm just kind of a big baby, so I'm just chilling out here. We've got about 6 days worth of gas, and hopefully the lines go down a bit by then, and more gas stations come up once they get generators and stuff like that. So right now, speaking of electricity, AA batteries are king. 48 packs are under 20 bucks on Amazon. Nothing that uses them needs charging, which is tremendously nice, not to have to sit around and wait for power to transfer and you to lose, the whatever percent doing that. Even the 18650s, I've gotten, say, this battery pack up here. I'm pretty heavily invested in 18650s for, flashlights, battery packs, that kind of thing. And they're getting to be kind of a pain in the butt to charge. So I'm not really liking them so much. So right now, this Nintendo Switch here is out, and this Game Boy Advance, this is king right now, because I don't have to charge or mess with the darn thing. So basically, to charge, what we have to do is we have to get in the old Volkswagen, and we go into that Ochsner parking lot. I shot a video of its roof coming off, but it actually has a nice parking lot to sit in, and we can steal their Wi-Fi. I can almost steal it from here, and I've ordered a little bit better Wi-Fi thievery setup on Amazon, but that probably won't arrive in time. So I tried to buy a new game for the Switch here, and this Switch is getting to be a pain to deal with, and it turns out that game was 11 gigs big, and I was unable to download that off the free Wi-Fi in the parking lot. Did not even try once I saw how big it was, so that was just kind of a pain in the butt. I am playing, I was trying to buy Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, and I ended up playing a game I bought some time ago but never really tried. It's Manticore, which is a Galaxy on Fire mission-based flying around game, and that's been actually pretty fun for me. So as far as laundry goes, we have water, boil water of course, boil water advisory I guess, but we don't have power to do laundry, so I'm gonna have to bucket wash some undies at some point, and that's not good. I have ordered some more clothes from Amazon, and that just seems like that'll get me through for another half a week, and that's just how that goes. So as far as cooling, so summer in Louisiana is hot. Really hot. I've got USB fans everywhere. I'm fairly heavily invested in these, but these are about my only means of cooling. I also have some of those air conditioners, those little USB air conditioners that the other YouTubers are going to warn you about. And I think that maybe they're maybe their standards are a little bit off, because I think they work all right, as long as you accept that they're basically going to be a misting fan and not actually an air conditioner. So that's kind of the deal with those. The nice thing about them also is that the most common units are square and they stack, which actually is surprisingly helpful at times, I guess. So there's not much to do around here right now. Yesterday I mostly cleaned the pool out. There's a bunch of I, of course, climbed into the pool to do this, and there was no shortage of dead cicadas and dead tree frogs in there for me to have to float around with, but it was very refreshing. Other than the pool, I've been going on a lot of walks. My pedometer has been saying I've been getting 15 to 20,000 steps a day, and we've gone about 2 miles up and down the levee on either side here, just to kind of see how that goes. And we've taken a bunch of photos and stuff, and there's a whole lot of power infrastructure out. We actually walked all the way up to the that transmission tower that they keep showing that is knocked down. So we're on the side of the river where the other one's still standing, and we got a photo of the actual lines going down to where eventually they would just go into the river. So that's kind of the deal on there. But all of these photos I'm going to have trouble uploading to YouTube. I really just can't put a video together. So as far as video editing goes, I am stuck on a netbook that a school refreshed. It's the netbook's from 2015, so it's not the most powerful thing in the world, and I really can't edit videos. I can kind of cut them down, and that's about it. So I can't really upload all my cool destruction photos, and that kind of sucks. As far as other news for me, I guess I got stung by a bee for the first time in my life. That was actually during the storm, right between videos 2 and 3 there. The first step outside the door was some kind of a hornet thing, and it got me good. Toe swelled up for a few hours. Apparently I'm not allergic to bees, but I'm also hearing that that whole situation actually takes 2 bee stings to determine if you're allergic to bees or not. So that's a bit of an adventure for me. As for what I'm doing now, I've got this mini 4-wheel drive kit here, and I'm putting it together. The cat and I like putting kits together, but I don't know where she's at right now. She usually loves knocking around all these little parts and stuff, and sometimes she'll just kind of fall asleep at the edge of the workbench. For the first time probably forever, I've actually got the window here open, and I've got a little AAA light, a magnet light, stuck up there to kind of help light the way, and this is just something to keep me from idling too much. If I could get myself some decent internet, I could telework, but I'm not allowed in the building right now, and honestly, I'm not too broken up about that, I guess. Although there would be air conditioning and power there, it's also a fair distance away. Though those neighborhoods on the way, they tend not to have a lot of trees. Trees are the primary problem right now. They're the primary mess, I should say, is kind of tree cleanup. Let's see here. So that's kind of also what I've been doing the last couple of days, is trying to clear the road within a block of my house here, and pick up trees and clean the pool and pick up the courtyard area, and just all of these. The trees are about half as dense foliage wise as they should be right now, so that's kind of where those are at. Anyway, these mini 4-wheel drive kits are tremendously fun to put together. They're really meant for a much younger audience, and they're very simple. I used to make fun of these things back when I did RC stuff, but you know what, now that I'm a little older and have kind of outgrown RCs, these are starting to have some appeal to me, just because they don't take forever and a half to put together. And that is just a huge burden that lifts off when you can sit down and in 20-30 minutes, really probably 10 minutes if you hurry on these, you can get one of these together. And I have a little track for them, but honestly it's not the track that interests me. It's just kind of putting something together with my hands. And this is the AR chassis, which is my kind of favorite, because you kind of build it upside down, and it's just kind of a fun thing to build. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this video uploaded, and until next time, Reaper Man out. Reaperman here with a bit of an addendum, or really a whole second video that just doesn't have enough in it to be a separate upload. Folks have been working hard, and I'm pretty grateful for the water which came back yesterday. And rinsing clean, man, that has gone a long way to feeling fresh again. And I know others out there aren't quite so lucky with their water, but it's coming. Used to feeling a bit more useful, and right now I'm dealing a bit with being idle and just trying to stay out of the way. Work, I guess, might call me in if for whatever reason they can't arrange for more generator fuel and they need somebody to turn their stuff off, but if anybody can get fuel, they can. We've pretty much cleaned up the neighborhood over the last few days too. We've separated all of our debris into the 3 prescribed separate piles, one for green tree debris, the other for regular trash, and the third for kind of building debris. And that's for the separate trash contracts for picking stuff up after storms here. The wife's foraging has been pretty successful today also. She came back with water, paper towels, MREs, and those aren't on my diet, but if I start to starve, I'll deal, I suppose. And apparently she's negotiated for 5 gallons of gas from a friend, so that should bring us up to pretty much full, at least on one of the 2 cars. As far as more first world problems go, Amazon is kind of jerking me around on that new recliner. I spent a good chunk of yesterday and waiting around for the delivery that never came, that they swore was going to come, and all of their automated systems were like, no, you got to be there for it, and that, nah. So we're about to embark on our daily grind of getting into the car and going to recharge all of our stuff. At least that has the knock-on benefit of being able to upload videos while we're doing that, and that'll probably give me a chance to get some more Game Boy in. And I really do like the game systems that take AA batteries. I've been playing with a few of them, and gosh, it's a shame that we now have rechargeables and everything. It's actually not all that convenient. They always, even the rechargeables, they run low on power if you don't use them regularly, and they're just kind of annoying, but AA's are always there for you, and I'm starting to respect that a little bit. Anyway, till next time, Reaperman out, really out this time.